Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. This is my project Panthoseeyeshadows Eyeshadows, and this is a huge update, so I'm very excited. I'm always working on 6 shadows at a time. I want to use them 30 times or hit pan on them before rolling them out. And the first eyeshadow I want to talk about is this one by ABH, and it's the Novena palette. This is what mine looks like, and in here I was working on the shade Love. I needed to use it only 6 more times before being able to roll it out, and that's what I did. I used it 6 more times, so I'm able to roll it out because I did use it 30 times in total. Looking at this shadow, you would not expect that, but yes, I did use it 30 times, so I'm rolling this one out. I'm swatching you every shade I have in here. This is the first shade I am able to roll out today. And in the end, I'm going to show you a picture of my whole color story for you to see the shades in a different light as well. The second eyeshadow comes out of my BH Cosmetics Trendy in Tokyo palette. And it's this shade up here. It's called Ginza. I also needed to use this one 6 more times before being able to roll it out. Again, I did do so. I reached my 30 uses threshold with that, so I am rolling this one out today as well. And again, a shade you cannot see that I did use it basically at all. So again, I'm swatching this one. So let's see. This was super nice. It's very buildable, so it's not too much when applying it the first time around, and I'm very light, so I have to say even I was able to make this work easily. And yes, it was a very fun shade to use, but I'm also happy to have rolled this out today because I needed to tone it down with a brown or with this Love shade, creating a kind of like a brown, because just wearing it like this, it would be too much for me on an everyday basis. But yeah, it's a very lovely formula. The first shadow that is staying within this Project Pan update is in my Colourpop Orange You Glad palette. And in here I'm working on Rise and Grind, this matte orange shade. I did use it 9 more times since the last month for a total of 15 times. It's been hard for me to reach for this one. I think this is in here the 4th month already. It's super bright, so it's not easy to use for me, but it has a very nice quality. Either way, this is staying. Again, I'm swatching you the ones that are staying as well on this hand. So the first one that's staying in here is this one swatched out. I don't know, it's a weird light today, I think. But yeah, again, you will see a picture of the old and the new color story as well. Next up, this single eyeshadow from Cleonard Cosmetics. It's in the shade Blaze. And I needed to use it 10 more times to be reaching my 30 uses, and again I did do so. I did use this 10 times the last month for a total of 30 times, so I am rolling this one out again. And yeah, this was basically brand new when I wrote this in, so obviously I did not hit pan on this one. This is also super pigmented. Like, I need a teeny tiny amount of eyeshadow when I use it, so yes, it's a lovely shade, but I don't enjoy the glitter fallout. It has a lot of glitter fallout, even though the shade is not too, it's sparkly, but it's not glittery in general, so I don't know where the glitter comes from. But yeah, again, swatching this one out, rolling this one out. And this one is super soft to the touch. So this time around I have enough on my finger. I always pick up too little to swatch it out, but that's this shade. I hope you can see it. It's very nice. It's very shifty. It's metallic, it's sparkly, but again it has that glitter fallout, which you can possibly see a little bit on camera as well like this. That's one thing I did not enjoy about this shade, but yes, I was positively surprised when using this one because I thought it would be too glittery for me, but it is not. Next up we have the Trendy in Tokyo palette from BH Cosmetics again. I did use another shade, I did work on another shade in here, which is this one, obviously. Finally a shadow you can see my usage in. This is the shade Roppongi, and I did use it 10 more times the last one for a total of 18. So this is staying in here because I need to use it 12 more times. I don't think I'm going to hit pan on this one. Again, this was brand new when I brought this in. So yeah, but I am already happy that I'm already seeing a dip. So let's see how far this dip will go with or get with further uses. So the second one that's staying this time. And you can already see I have had a very, very colorful color story. That's this, oh, I'm not in focus. Now I'm in focus, sorry. That's the second one that I am still working on. And last but not least, again, a single eyeshadow. This is a Super Shock shadow from Colourpop Cosmetics, and it's in the shade How Far I'll Go. And again, this is a shadow I'm rolling out. So I have 4 rollouts in total this month, which is insane. I did not expect that. I did use this one 20 times the last month for a total of 30 times. And I did not expect using this one 20 times, but it works so nicely with every kind of shade I had in here. It is a little bit more of a cool toned gold, so it worked perfectly with also the purple looks. It was super, super lovely. So yes, I enjoyed this loads, but I'm rolling this one out now. So this one. And last time, I don't know if you saw the difference on camera that nicely between the two shades. Oh, maybe this time you can see that the Colourpop one is a little bit more cool toned, and this has a definite pink and warm tone to it. But yes, I really, really did enjoy using this one. So I'm kind of sad that I'm rolling this one out, but yeah, I can still reach for it. So this was my color story for last month. I am super, super happy that I did roll out, or that I am able to roll out 4 of my eyeshadows. I don't know when that was the last time that this happened, but yes, I'm super excited to roll in several new shadows. If you're watching my Panthoseeyeshadows store, you will know that I'm already rolling in backup shades every month, and because I had to use these two only 6 more times, I already rolled in 2 backup shadows to already start working on these, so I'm showing you them now. The first one comes out of my Unearthly Spaced Out palette, and it's this first shade called Peachy, and I did reach for this one 10 times already. So 10 times using it being a backup shadow is also very, very awesome. So yeah, I'm running this one into my regular color story now, which makes this again a very interesting one and a very colorful one. And you can also clearly see that I rolled out the more neutral shades right here and kept those bright shades. But anyway, this is the first backup shade, and now I'm showing you the second one. The second backup shade comes out of my VC Art Kashmiri palette. And this is finally a very, very easy shade and a very neutral shade. It's the matte cream shade, and I was able to use it 20 times already, so only 10 more times to go with this one when running this into my regular color story, which is what I'm doing now. I am rolling this in, and I'm hoping you can see. Last time it worked out perfectly to see it, but this time I don't think you can see. Well, maybe a little bit over here. Wait, I'm gonna try and go over that, but I don't think you will see anything. So maybe if I build it up. Not really, right? Anyway, it's a matte cream shadow that I set my eyeshadow primer with, but it's rolling in here because I did roll it in randomly and I am able to work on it perfectly fine. So yeah, that's the shadows I already knew that are rolling in because they were my backup shades last time. So because I only have 4 shades right here, I need to roll in 2 more shades because I always work on 6 shades at a time. The first one that I'm rolling in, I always roll in with the Wheel of Names, which I'm inserting you right now. As you were able to see, my Colourpop Star Wars Mandalorian palette got chosen. And this is also one that I do have for quite a while in my collection, but I didn't use that much. So I'm super excited about rolling this one in. So this is how this one looks like. All of these are eligible to roll in, and I'm gonna show you how I'm rolling these in, or one of these in. I have the numbers 1 to 9 written on paper right here, and I'm just going to draw randomly. So I'm choosing this one. Which is the number 4. Yay, it's a green one. I'm excited to roll in a green one. It's this shade right here, and it's in the shade Sipping Soup. I'm excited about this one. I'm rolling this one in now, and obviously swatching it out as well. Yeah, I think I need to swatch this again. So hopefully you can see it like this. That's the shade I'm rolling in, and I think it would have worked so nicely with the Colourpop Super Shock shadow, but maybe I will still use this in combination with each other. Let's see which other shades I'm rolling in. So if I'm rolling in more than one shade in an update, I'm rolling in out of here. I have numbers for almost all my eyeshadows in here. I didn't update it for a while now, but yeah, I am just going to read for one first, then we're gonna complete the color story, and then we will talk about possible new backup shadows. And it's the number 675, and I'm gonna be right back and tell you which shade this number corresponds to out of my eyeshadow collection. So the number I wrote in corresponds to a single eyeshadow by Claminatrix Cosmetics. It's another green, yes. It's in the shade Old Maid, and I am rolling this one in as my last regular shadow to work on throughout the next month. So that's the last shadow I'm rolling in for my new color story. Again, I will insert a picture of my new color story for you to see the shades better as well. I feel like it's also nice showing you it in a picture in a different light. Maybe it looks a little bit different. So yes, that's my new color story for next month. As I will definitely be able to use this cream matte shade 10 more times, I will also roll in one more backup shadow, and this one I'm also going to roll in from here. And it will be, oh god, 11. It's going to be such an old shadow. I'm gonna be right back and show you which shade this is. Okay, I did look it up and I already decluttered that shadow. Numbers 1 through 38 was my first magnetic palette with all of my depotted sleek makeup palettes. And throughout the years that I had this palette, I rearranged it and I definitely did declutter some. And the 11th shadow I decluttered. I have an original picture. I can actually insert it here for you to see, and the 11th one I know that I did declutter. So yes, I am going to choose another shadow out of here again. So let's see if I have this one still. It's the number 763. So I will be right back and show you which shade this is. I'm here. I found the palette that number corresponds to. It's from Colored Rain and it's the Safari Rain palette. I'm very excited about this. I haven't used this one yet. So I already looked up the shade I'm rolling in as a backup shade, and I don't think anyone will actually believe me that this is randomized anymore. Because guess what? I did roll in another green eyeshadow. And I did roll in a matte green this time. This is Congo Basing. So I am rolling this one in as my one backup shadow this month, and this will work perfectly fine with the greens that I just rolled in. So I'm swatching this one out for you as well, obviously. This is the shade. And yes, it does work perfectly fine with those two that I just rolled in. So yes, again, this one is my color story for the next month. This one is my backup shadow that I'm able to work on already. And yes, I'm excited about this change. I have way more neutrals again in my collection. Greens are neutrals for me in a way, at least these kind of tones. So yes, I'm excited about this, and I hope you enjoyed this update, and I wish you a very, very nice day. Bye!